Welcome to NHL Hockey News Reports, and today we are talking about the Blackhawks. Yes, the Chicago Blackhawks, of course, this is later, I'm sorry. But, Blackhawks here, and let's get into the previous years. Let's look into it. 17-18 season was 33, 39, and 10 with 67 points. That previous year, 16-17 season was a really good year. The season. And then the playoffs, they got swept 4-0 against Nashville. We all know that. Remember that, right? And after that, Panarin was traded for Saad. Multiple things happened. They're like, what happened? You know what I mean? This team was supposed to win. You know what I mean? Yeah, Panarin. What happened? Hossa went down on long-term injury reserve and then went to the the Coyotes. Just his contract. Yeah, so, that was 33, 39, and 10 with 76 points. Goaltending was absolutely a mess that year. Oh, you had Anton Forsberg, you had Jeff Glass, and you had Colin Delia when he was still trying to learn. When he went down, I thought Anton Forsberg played really well behind Crawford in the beginning. Then Forsberg just fell apart. They were splitting time between Forsberg, Glass, like I said, and Delia. Glass had a good game, and then he wouldn't. And then it'll be Forsberg, and then he didn't have a good one. And then back to Glass. Then Delia. This, that. And literally, it was ridiculous, the goaltending they were going through. It was like they couldn't catch a break. One goaltender was just, all three were just junk. You know what I mean? Except Delia, he's showing some good stuff now. But definitely no playoffs for that one. Disappointing year. 18-19 stats with 36, 34, and 12 84 points. Definitely a 9-point difference, or a 10-point difference. 8, I'm sorry. And yes, this team actually started off okay, then had a 10-game losing streak with Jeremy Colleton when he first came. It was kind of like, oh my, what happened? And then they started everything great, and they learned his stuff, and then boom, 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 everything working. But just shy of the playoffs, 84 points, definitely was a better year at the second half, and it shows that this team still has it. And no playoffs, of course. So the ones who have left was Cahoon in the Galchenyuk, well, no, not Galchenyuk, what am I saying? In the Mata trade. Ward is still UFA. He could become on a PTO contract for a team pry. Anisimov was traded for Zach Smith so Zach Anisimov if it's with the not Canucks. Oh my goodness, Senators. What am I saying? Krugel, when I forgot what team he signed with. It's not an NHL team. It's some team in Europe, I think. Martinson signed with the Anaheim Ducks. Kunis retires. Davison actually signed with Calgary. Forsling got traded to the Carolina Hurricanes, like everything else they do. A lot of players got traded to the Carolina Hurricanes. With Forsling goes to Carolina for Dahan, literally, and then Yoki Haru for Nylander, literally, right? The new ones are Robin Leno signs a 1-year deal, $5 million. Zach Smith for Anisimov, right? Kirby Dog got drafted 3rd overall by the Blackhawks. Nylander for Yoki Haru, right? Shaw was picked up from Montreal, coming back to the Blackhawks for multiple picks, like 3rd, 5th, or 6th, or something like that. It goes something, multiple picks. Ryan Carpenter signs at the UFA from the Vegas Golden Knights after having a pretty good 17-18 season. Now 18-19 season was okay, but hopefully can turn it around. And then Quenneville was traded for John Hayden. Dahan was traded for Forsling and a couple other things. And Mata was traded for Cahoon in a 5th, right? So the ones who have left was 9, and the ones who came in was 9. So this team really did a lot of stuff this year. Let's look now at the forward depth. Forward lines are Saad, Taves, and Shaw. You put Saad and Taves together, they really do play good. Before he got traded, and he kind of found his way again with the Blackhawks this year. After Saad finally found his way after having a pretty slow start with the Blackhawks after being traded in 17-18 season. But Saad is still a good player, definitely with Taves. And then Shaw would definitely be a good guy that Taves played with for a little bit before he got traded to Montreal, and now he'll be reunited with Taves. The second line is absolutely an amazing line. You have DeBrincat, Strome, and Kane. DeBrincat, he's going to score so many goals. He's a Cole Caulfield. You know what I mean? Yeah, Cole Caulfield hopefully, Cole Caulfield is going to be like DeBrincat. Strome didn't do well in Arizona for Smoltz. Strome absolutely teared it up with DeBrincat. They know each other from previous leagues, so they were like, we have instant chemistry, and they have Kane on the right side. Oh my goodness, that's ridiculous. That is so much talent right there. It's like that can be your first line easily, definitely. Third line is Kajula, Smith, and Sakara. Kajula will be a good third line, definitely. Smith will be a good third line center, definitely will bring some veteranship, and then Sakara will be good too. Sulbach, something like that. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Carpenter and Kempf. We'll see how that does. You know what I mean? You could have Nylander, Da, Polini, Quenneville, Thornton. Those are guys. Nylander, interesting what's going to happen with him. Alexander Nylander, how good he's going to become. Of course, Buffalo, he wasn't really good. Really didn't get the chance either, I would say. So really, how he's going to change around, that's something we'll find out. Could be Da, potentially, maybe next year. Like I'm keep on saying, you're not going to know until the preseason happens, and during the preseason, see what happens after that preseason. Then the teams make their decision. So review these forwards. I love the first, second line. Third line is still good. Fourth line is okay. Just good forward depth. They can score. This team can score. And there's never been a problem for the Blackhawks. With the Taves and Kane era, that's never been a problem. Never. So they can always score. That was never a problem, except in the playoffs in the 16 and 17 season. That's the exception. But everything else, never could. They always scored. Looking at defense, you have Keith, your old aging defenseman, but absolutely a world class. Oh my goodness, what a great defenseman he was. Gustafsson really did a fantastic job last year, definitely. Showed some incredible stuff. Mata, we'll see how he does. He really didn't mesh well with the Penguins. Of course, won 2 Stanley Cups, so you know what I mean. Maybe he does better next year. Murphy will be okay. Dahan and Seabrook. Dahan, he gets injured a lot. Seabrook, contract's not worth it, but Seabrook is still a good player, definitely. But not worth the contract of $9 million, so literally. And they have Slater Cuckoo and Adam Boquist. I want to see Boquist makes it. I like his defensive, how he plays, definitely. And you have Dahlstrom, Boudin, Bionin, I forgot how you say his name, and then Kreis. Definitely good defensemen that you have here. Of course, losing Yoki Haru is a little of a sad moment for them. But getting Nylander maybe will help, and see how that all comes together. So review this defense. Of course, Kiev, Seabrook, all your old defensemen that won 3 Stanley Cups together. But you know what I mean? They'll be good veteran guys, definitely. But we'll see what happens. See how that defense holds up with Mata and Dahan. A little expensive, I think Dahan is definitely. Formula and is a little too much for me for Dahan. We'll see how everything goes. But I do like the youngsters like Balquist, Brionin, and Kreis, definitely. Looking at goalies, we have Crawford, Leno, and Delia. Definitely they got. Delia's going to play some games. If Crawford's hurt, concussion symptoms, and that relate, or any other injuries, Delia will come in, definitely. But Leno will really help him to solidify that goaltending spot. If Crawford's not that guy, if he's unhealthy, definitely, that concussion really pushed him back a little. So definitely, Crawford actually had a really good end of the season, but we'll see how it goes. 3 goaltenders, so if one goes down, they have another one. We have 2 more, right? Literally. Thank you for watching. And before we end the video here, I want to talk about what they still need. So the cap space right now is $3 million. Not too little. They still have a little room to move around if they have to. Definitely that, you know what I mean? A lot of the cap takes up Taves, Kane, Sod a little, $5 million there. Seabrook, you know what I mean? Crawford takes $5 million. Leno takes like $5 million. So, you know what I mean? Looking at that, of course, you know, that's going to take a lot. But we'll see how that goes. But what do they still need, I think? A left or right defenseman. Maybe like a second pairing. You know what I mean? Instead of Mata or Dahan. There's another step up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Another guy that can be better than that guy. So, this is a team I can see make the playoffs next year. You know, if Leno can keep his great year like he did last year, Crawford can be healthy, and Delia can be a good backup goal. Well, hopefully around that. And thank you for watching. This is NHL Sports. I'll see you next video. Bye.